their last game, a win against the Heat in Miami.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd.
So out there for the Nuggets right now. Will Barton is out there with Moutier. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's LeBron James.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was.
Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And that one's good.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Moutier. Dishes to Barton. Five to shoot. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Freak passes to Kanter. The feed now to Freak. Westbrook kicks to Freak. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And Durant sends it back. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. The pass to Freak. Pulls up. Clock at 6. And it's Denver with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Kanter trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Freak's got 5 now.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Gallinari wide open, and another miss by Denver. The Thunder leading by 7. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Eric Spoelstra, and my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant?
James. No luck. And at the end of one, both. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league from going and.
I wasn't sure, you know, if my career would ever pan out the way I was hoping for, or if I would be able to stay in the NBA. And so for me to be here playing, to be able to know I'm going to play in the game, in an NBA game, it's just, it's pretty cool.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got LeBron James. Jeremy Lin is out there with Harris. Then it's Aaron Baines. Outside, Lin. LeBron drives in. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Adams. And a wide open look for Freak. No good. Now Denver takes it the other way. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That will conclude their brief 2-game road. Freak dishes to Adams. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half. really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Durant against James. Back to Lynn. Wide open look. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. James outside. Harris a screen on Johnson. There's the dish to Gallinari. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Here's Baines. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Baines has got his first basket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Lynn with it. 11-point game his last outing. 6 on the shot clock. James has a two-pointer. Misses off the left iron.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Well, Thunder have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Freak. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. James outside. About 3 minutes played so far in this second. Quarter. Here's Gallinari. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Gallinari's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. He has been that leader today.
The Thunder have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Westbrook passes to Freak. There's the 3. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Kicks it to Gallinari. Ball's knocked loose. They set the pick. Pass to Barton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the night. Westbrook kicks to Freak. Looking for Waiters and gets it there. He dishes it to Freak. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Meredith. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And so we conclude the first half. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 12. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. Nice work coming off the bench, guys. Great energy, great offense. We really got to show our depth in the first half. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. One of the stories here, Dion Waiters getting it done today.
He is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Freak is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Cantor in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Durant, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail by 12. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was simply terrific. He finished with 28 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Here's LeBron. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. James has got 8 points. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Freak, number 1.
You know, last year was a tough season with impressive scoring numbers by several players, but this is the man who came out on top. Let's see how he stacks up this year.
Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. And Denver also making a switch. Harris is checked in. Westbrook kicks to Freak. Releases. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Another 3 for Denver.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Johnson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Denver. Jeremy Lin comes in for Moutier. The Thunder have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Gallinari against Johnson. From 10 feet out, and Denver again with the bucket.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed. Pretty passing, timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Lin. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's Gallinari again missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Harris. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. And it's 8 points for Gary Harris.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Westbrook has some information for us, Doris.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He told Harris that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. For Denver, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers help them win games. Looking at the game Gallinari has been having, 9 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
Lynn. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Freak's got his 3rd rebound tonight. The Thunder leading by 3. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. The Nuggets making a switch here. Lynn against Westbrook. On the wing, Harris. 1:53 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. A 3 ball. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Waiters. Waiters got his 3rd assist on free throws now for him. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
And the Thunder making a change here. Kanter's checked in, and a switcher also for Denver. Barton is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. The Thunder leading by 4. Left side, Westbrook to the paint. Here's Adams, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
He's off on the second. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Meredith. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. 1:14 left in the 3rd. Here's Freak. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Lynn against Westbrook. Clock at 6. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Lynn.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Moutier, he's checked in for Denver. Up top, Canner. Oklahoma City moving it around. Freak dishes to Cantor. At the top of the key, Westbrook lets it go with a 3. Moves back up. And it's Freak missing.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside. Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And here's LeBron outside. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Oklahoma City leading by 4, and Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Will Barton, Moutier out there with Harris. Then there's Gallinari. Shots good by Ibaka. Denver shooting in this game 45%. Now Moutier, he feeds it to Barton. To the paint, deflects the pass. Stolen by Cantor. And here's the fast break. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 8.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Poked away.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Freak passes to Cantor. And Ibaka kicks to Westbrook. To the inside. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Barton. No good. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. Simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Freak. The shot misses. And Denver the other way now. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Westbrook dishes to Durant. Here's Cantor. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 6 points for Enes Kanter.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Moutier passes to Gallinari. And the 3 off target. The Thunder leading by 10. Passes it to Freak. They need this one. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Freak's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And the shot no good, a bit short.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. No way you expect him to miss that shot.
Feeds to Moutier. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. When he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
And here we go. And it's blocked by Ibaka. by 8. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Mudiay kicks to Gallinari. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many
James
shots.
checked in for Harris.
Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive
Here's
end.
Freak.
It's simple. Slow down inside.
Durant dishes to Westbrook. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Freak. 6 to shoot. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Freak's got 16 points here in the second half.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
.158 left in the fourth quarter.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Martin passes to James. Buries the long-range jumper.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Freak with it, now defended by Mudiay. He kicks it to LeBron. And here's Westbrook.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
James kicks to Gallinari. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Dishes to Freak for the 3. Denver grabs the miss.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And they go to the intentional foul. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Now the feed to Freak. Outside Westbrook. Here's Freak. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark. So it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's the pass to Freak. Now the dish to Ibaka. Outside Westbrook. Kicks it to Freak. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Freak. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot is off. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Some good moment.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some games, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing you the Houston Rockets out at Toyota Center as they face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Checking out Oklahoma City. They were swept by this team last season, losing all 3 games they played against them. So they'll be motivated tonight. Well, last season was pretty much a lost cause with all the injuries that the Thunder went through. When this team is healthy, however, Kenny, do you feel they should be a top contender in the West?
Oh, when they're healthy, they're one of the best. I mean, the Thunder, with their roster complete, when it's complete and they're healthy, they could contend with anyone. I think they're dominant when their core guys are there. If 1 or 2 guys are missing, they play such a vital role that it's difficult for them to sustain any kind of success.
And injuries will be a factor for this team, as it is with every team. But, you know, they've made it to the conference finals over and over and over again. So hopefully they can stay healthy.
And that does it for us. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you a bit later.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. So for the Thunder, their last game, a win against Denver.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Russell Westbrook out there with Freak. And it's Durant in at the 3. Here's Bazemore. Just 5 on the clock. Elbow shot. The shot misses. Durant with some nice D. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to Charlotte.
And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
I agree with you. I mean, it was a tough game played in a tough environment on the road, and they were in it right until the bitter end, so that's good stuff.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Here's the screen. Harden the pass to Harkless. To the wing on the left. Here's Mack. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Now, here is Ibaka. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Ibaka. Westbrook's got 5.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Mack dishes to Bazemore. Pass to Mack. A floater. Westbrook pulls it in. Thunder off to a quick start here. Here's Cantor. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Leading by 5. Passes it to Freak. Fires. High post. No good. So Houston will take it the other way. And here comes Harden. Leading the fast break. Mack. Good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And Bazemore kicks to Harkless. Tries from 10. And Durant sends it back. Harden has a wide open look. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Freak passes to Westbrook. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Freak throws it down.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there
move.
posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
And the Rockets with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
The Rockets shooting their first foul shot of the night. O'Neal's checked in for the Rockets. Ellis comes in for Mack. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Freak. Here's Westbrook. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Cantor is the power forward with a field goal the second quarter for the Thunder. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets was superb. He had 27 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. Safe to say he is out of his funk after a game like this. He'll try to keep up this pace now, guys.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Harden with it. Out defended by Freak. And there's the feed to Bazemore. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Adams. Westbrook kicks to Freak. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. 8 points for Freak.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Mack. He's covered by Westbrook. Floats one up. It's hauled in by Adams.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And that one's good. Freak.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Rockets trail by 14. Harden outside. Pass to Mack. From 8. And he hits the jumper for 2. Mack's got his second bucket tonight. Thunder have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Back to Westbrook. Adams dishes to Freak from 20 feet out. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Capella. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%. The bottom third of the league.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Second free throw, no good. The Thunder leading by 13. The dish to Freak. It's Durant with the drive. Stolen. And it's the Rockets on the break. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got his first basket.
Great D. He picked it off and took it all the way for the solo finish.
Westbrook kicks to Freak. Cantor sets the pick for Durant. Freak. No good. And Houston the other way now. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Rockets have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
This is part of the reason that they're down. They're really...
Ellis. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Thunder lead by 19. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the side.
Well, James, throughout the first half, you struggled with turnovers. Is keeping better control of the ball a major focus for the second half?
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially unforced turnovers. So we got to really lock in on our turnovers, make the right play at all times.
James, we appreciate the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
All right, fellas, great job in the early going, but we've got to keep playing the same way. Keep this building out of it. We are firing on all cylinders. I couldn't be happier. Defense, offense, you name it. We've done it. Tremendous performance from all of you. Now I'll give credit what credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Freak really making a difference here.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Harkless is out there with Kent Bazemore. Then it's Shelvin Mack. Then it's Harden. And it's Capella in at the 5. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And Capella sends it back. Here's Harkless. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Freak.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Houston, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. That's good from Harkless. Harkless hits them both. So it's the Thunder now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Now, here's Westbrook. Not a lot of room. Here's Freak. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Bazemore passes to Harden. Six to shoot. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Harden's got 10 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Freak. And it's 9 points for Russell Westbrook.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Durant dishes to Freak. Back to Durant. Cantor sets the pick for Durant. Here's Freak. And the Thunder another 3.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
To the wing on the left. Bazemore for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Cantor's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Freak. And Harkless pulls it down. Harkless has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Harden with it. Westbrook picks him up. Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. Connects on the foul line jumper. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
We got to be more physical on defense.
A chance here to check out how the Rockets ranked in the NBA last season. 11th in steals, 14th in fewest turnovers per game.
Rotate over and make your presence felt.
Them only top 20 in the league. This team needs to pick it up offensively.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for the Thunder. Westbrook kicks to Johnson. Here's Bazemore. He's guarded by Johnson. Bazemore passes to Harden. He feeds it to Mack. Shoots the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Westbrook dishes to Freak. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Rockets trail by 12. And Mack kicks to Harden. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. For the Rockets, O'Neal's checked in for Capella, and Lewis Williams subbed in for James Harden. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams comes in for Enes Kanter, and Dion Waiters subbed in for Kevin Durant. And so it's Houston with it. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's O'Neal from 8 feet away. He drops it in.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And, Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Oh, an illegal screen there, one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it, and you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston. Ellis comes in for Mack. They get it back. The kick out to Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Thunder leading by 10. Lets it go from 14. No good off the back of the rim.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And it's time for an injury report.
He told me that it doesn't look too serious. A discouraging development for this team so early in the season. We'll see what kind of impact it has on them in the long term, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 18 points for Freak.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Screen by Ellis. They get a hand on it. And Williams, here we go. Sweet little floater. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
To the middle. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ellis outside. There's a screen by Williams. It's deflected. And a wide open look for Freak. But they recover it. And Waiters kicks to Freak. That three off the mark.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
On the wing, Brewer puts up a three. It's hauled in by Adams. And together, they may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Rockets trail by 11. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Durant, the three, and Ibaka, the four. Russell Westbrook out there with Freak, and it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Here's Freak. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. 21 points for Freak.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
And Max it to Bazemore. Feeds it to Capella. Here's Mack. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Freak. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Mack, the pass to Harden. He kicks to Mack from deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
From deep. Can't get it to go. The Rockets go the other way with it.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And here's Harden for 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3 ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
All right, Houston, coming out the corner, Rockets power dancer, give it up.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Westbrook dishes to Durant. And it's Freak missing.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Here's Mack. Off target from three-point range. The Thunder leading by 9. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Freak. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
Make the
Spread the
extra
floor
effort
and
from a
isolate up
defensive
top.
standpoint,
Spacing,
closing
fellas.
out airspace,
Spacing.
and sending shots back.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
Here's Capella. The pass to Bazemore. He dishes it to Harkless. Here's Mack. He's covered by Westbrook. The second chance effort, and that one goes long.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Houston, Serge Ibaka, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mack. Harden left side. The Rockets again can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Oklahoma City gets it back. Kicks it to Freak. Here's the 3. That's good. Freak's got 14 points now in the second half.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. It's Harden with the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Freak.
Really an extraordinary game for Freak. He's got 26 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, you know, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
The first one falls. And the Thunder making a change here. Adams checked in.
You want me to close my eyes on this one too?
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Rockets trail by 15. Here's Mack. Pass to Harkless. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harden. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Man, I love to see James Harden go to work and shoot that ball.
.152 left in the fourth quarter. Freak kicks to Westbrook. Passes it to Freak. Back to Westbrook. It's Freak, top of the key. The shot. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Harden with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
No, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Thunder.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
The Thunder leading by 15. From deep three-point range, Rockets with the rebound.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Freak's got 31 points.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
And McCallum kicks to Freak. It's good from long range. And the Thunder lead by 16.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at them.
The whole knockout blow.
Off target from outside. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
His offensive performance was the main reason they walked out of here with the win tonight. You got a sense early on it was going to be a big game from him. His attitude, his swagger, it was B-I-G. He gave them an ultra-reliable option every time down the floor.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
All right, fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak, start it up. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.